everyone please stand for the entrance of the graduates? Let's give a round of applause for Lancaster High School's top 10 graduates. We will now have our welcome by Tyree Shelton.
Good evening, family and friends. We are gathered here to honor the graduating class of 2019. I am Tyree Shelton, most notably known for my half and half hair colors and my unique and different style. I would like to thank you, teachers and parents, for coming and showing your support to these marvelous, luminescent, didextrous young adults. Your motivation over the years is the foundation that established such greatness. You planted the seeds in us, nurtured us, and you have watched us grow. And for that, we owe you the utmost gratitude. This journey has not been easy, but it is unforgettable and will stay with us forever. Even though this came with many hardships and challenges, like losing someone so close to home, and also tireless nights, we did not lose our way, and we elevated ourselves to overcome those obstacles to be here today, graduating. I, like many of you, are filled with exhilaration and anticipation for the next chapter of our life. This is the end of our high school journey. May the friendships, relationships, lessons, and memories that started here continue to mold you and shape you into the character you wish to be. This next chapter, I hope for all of us to reach the pinnacle and let no one stop us. I wish you the best as you head into this crazy thing called life. 2019 will always be the last best class.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Travis Pierre. I'm very excited to be here at the commencement ceremony of the LHS Class of 2019 graduation ceremony. Get yourselves hand in, Brady. That's good. As a graduating senior, I enjoyed all my classes over the past 4 years. I worked really hard to make sure that I passed all my assignments. I went to the homecoming game where I was voted homecoming count. I earned multiple medals at the Special Olympics. I also designed the artwork that was displayed on the Olympic t-shirts. I have been received praise and acknowledgments for my artistic expressions from the entire high school campus. Senior class, keep up the good work and pass all your exams. All right. I would like to thank the LHS principal, Mrs. Webb, Associate Principal, Ms. Murray, Assistant Principals, Mr. Russ, Mr. Strickland, and Mr. John Luis for their support and guidance over the years. I would like to thank my art teacher, Ms. Salters, the Fine Arts Department, Mr. Williams, Mr. Bonner, Mr. Robeson, and Dr. Thomas. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank my total communications teachers, Mrs. Foster and Coach Johnson. Senior class 2019, we're all finished. Thank you very much.
Will you please rise for the posting of the colors by the Lancaster High School JROTC Color Guard? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Now the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Maria Martinez, and I am the former battalion commander of the 26th JROTC Tiger Battalion. Today, we would like to recognize all military service men and women. We will honor you by playing your service song, and when your particular service song is heard, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. concludes our special appreciation for all our service members in the audience. We thank you for your service. Now, will everyone please stand for the national anthem?
Ready, scoot up.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright shroud and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. You may now be seated.
And now I would like to introduce to you our top 10 graduates. I'm honored to introduce to you each of the top 10 graduates of the class of 2019. When I call your names, top 10 students, please stand as I will introduce a couple of the individuals responsible for helping you achieve this accomplishment. When I call your names, family and friends, please stand so that we may recognize you. Number 10, Diane Tonche. Parents Arnolfo Tonche and Maria Tonche. Number 9, DeAndrea Hearn. Parents Letisa Hearn and Keith Gaines. Number 8, James Scott III. Parents William Thomas and Aline Thomas. Number 7, Hannah Cazares. Parents Rolanda Gonzalez and Adriana Gonzalez. This year, we have 2 number 5 graduates. Number 5, Chandria Allen. Parents, LaCoya Harper and Shannon Allen. Number 5, Cheyenne Hunter. Parents, Sharika Smith and Vicky Smith. Number 4, Gabriel Sharp. Parents, Michael Sharp and Lisa Sharp. Number 3, Jayla Maple. Parents, Cynthia Maple and Latonya Jones. Number 2, Isaiah Chancellor. Parents, April and Billy Chancellor. And the number 1 graduate for the class of 2019, Melvin Hernandez. Parents, Nora and Jose Hernandez. And now we will have a performance by our Lancaster High School Choir. I'm sorry, by our Lancaster High School Band. The performance, I'm sorry, will be by the Lancaster High School Choir.
Everything
And now we will have our salutatorian address by Isaiah Chancellor.
At last, graduation is here. High school days are over. Good evening. I'm Isaiah Chancellor, and it's a pleasure to be your salutatorian of the class of 2019. Class of 2019, we made it. It is said that our time here has to come to an end. However, we can still cherish the memories made here in our hearts. Before I go any farther, I want to thank my God because He's the one that got me to this point. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Also, I want to thank my family and friends who have ingrained in me the values of love and hard work. Kudos to y'all. You have bestowed the feeling of being an audacious person and never letting anyone undermine my life by teaching me to set my eyes on unparalleled dreams and desires. Now, to all of my teachers that I have had, your hard work will never go in vain in my eyes. You all are the embodiment of what it is to be great. Class of 2019, remember to set your sights only on illustrious and honorable things, not mediocre and bad things. To my little brother Billy, you're by yourself now, so hold down the house and keep mom and dad looking young, because if you do not, when you graduate, they'll look like your great-grandparents. Now, as I take my seat, I want to thank Lancaster High School for a wonderful high school experience and St. Anthony Academy for a wonderful K through 8th grade experience. As a student, your efforts in growing the next savants and leaders will never go unnoticed. And to you, I'll be a proud alumnus of both schools and go after the things that you taught me I deserve to have. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaiah. And now we will have a performance by the Lancaster High School Band. At this time, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the valedictorian of the class of 2019, Melvin D. Hernandez.
Oh, God. Okay. We weren't supposed to be here. This is the title of my speech, and I didn't want to just make it a catchy title. I wanted it to mean something. We weren't supposed to be here. Look at yourself. You weren't supposed to be sitting there. You weren't supposed to have that cap and gown on. The world was supposed to catch you. The world was supposed to drag you down. But no, you are here. You are sitting on that chair. You are wearing that cap and gown, and you are standing on the world that wanted to take you down. The whole time, the world was telling you that you can't make it. But you were so focused on one goal that you couldn't hear it. When the world said quit trying, you tried harder. When the world knocked you down, you got back up. When the world said no, you said hell yes. No one could stop you from getting here. How many times did you want to give up, but you knew you couldn't? How many times did the world almost drag you in? How close were you to saying, it's not worth it? How many times did you want to raise the white flag? Well, guess what? You traded in that white flag for a black cap and gown. I will ask a favor of you. Please don't stop here. Don't let your story end here in this auditorium. You have already struggled. Get something out of it. Don't let this diploma be the end of the line. We spent a total of 12, possibly 13 years in school. This is only the beginning. We have to keep going. Reality will kick in. From the day we were born to this very moment, there was always someone there. Now, obviously, parents are the main people I'm talking about. But there were more than others than just parents. There were those who never gave up on us no matter how much trouble we caused. There was always someone there. No one makes it on their own, and we are standing here because someone sacrificed something. But we are getting closer to the end of that. We will no longer have our parents to rely on. We have to count on ourselves. It's scary, really, it is. But we can do it. You made it this far, just keep going. There will be doubts, as with certainty comes doubts, but we can do it. We can make it. We already made it. We're here. We already made it. Here we go. This is only the beginning. But tonight is about thank yous. First and foremost, I want to thank God for allowing me to make it this way, this far I want to thank God for allowing me to be here and for being the guiding hand in everything that I did. I would like to thank all the teachers who gave us unnecessary work and stress. I want to thank the administrators who, even though they got on our nerves, they still kept us safe. Thank you to those who never gave up on us, even when we really wanted to give up on ourselves. I want to add a few personal thank yous. Thank you to my personal teachers and administrators who I have grown close with. If I ever came into your classroom for help or just to have a simple conversation, thank you. I do not want to name any teachers, as I do not want to exclude anyone. Thank you to Tiger Student Media, which made me fall in love with photography. Thank you to Mr. Richardson for introducing me to STEM, and as I will use this in my future endeavors. Thank you to choir, because y'all gave me a family that I didn't even know I had. Thank you to my best friends, Mr. Lawrence Francis and Mr. Nicholas Leroy Caldwin, for always being there by my side. Only God knows where I would be if it weren't for you two. Thank you to the most amazing person I know to this day. This person is someone who can both make me smile and make me annoyed with her in the span of a minute. Thank you, Gabrielle Monet Sharp. Thank you to my siblings. I cannot thank you enough for being my first friends and believing in me. Gracias a mis padres. Ya sé que están allá arriba, pero les estoy diciendo gracias a ustedes porque no saben lo que no estuviera aquí si no fuera por ustedes. Ustedes han dado tanto a mí y gracias por eso. But lastly, thank you to my class of 2019. We never gave up. We bent when never broke. We went deep in the ocean, but we didn't drown. We believed in ourselves when no one else did. We did this. We got to this point. Thank you to all of you for making my high school years memorable. Please give yourselves a round of applause and thank you.
Thank you, Melvin. We will now present the 2019 Lancaster High School graduating class. Mr. Granger will please receive the graduates of 2019.
Ms. Ellen Clark, President of the Lancaster Independent School District Board, it is my pleasure as Superintendent of Schools to certify that the class of 2019 has met all requirements that are mandated by the LISD Board of Trustees in the state of Texas to qualify for graduation.
As President of the LISD Board of Trustees, we are proud to accept the fabulous graduating class of 2019.
Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Mrs. Webb, are you all going to stand here? I'll stand here to give you the diploma. They're going to wait. They're going to go down and come up this way. So that's right. That's right.
Test 1, 2. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, following are the graduating class of 2019. Melvin D. Hernandez. Isaiah Devon Chancellor. Jayla Marie Naple. Gabrielle Monet Sharp. Cheyenne Janae Hunter. Shandrea Allen. Hannah Cazares. James Lee Scott. Deandra Chantel Hearn. Diana Tauche. Anessa Aguilar. Daniela Adana. Faith Elizabeth Alamon. Hope Elizabeth Alamon. Dietrich Alexander. Keandra Allen. Layla Allen. Leslie Darnice Allen. Angie Alvarado. Alyssa Liliana Alvarez. Capri Anderson. Precious Anderson. Shataya Yavane Anderson. Orlando Andrade. Patronica Augustine. Christopher Autry. Reganisha Avila. Ashley P. Axel. Asia Monet Kennedy Baylor. Jordan Bailey. Isaiah Anthony Banks. Kiana D. Banks. Dennis Eldridge Barnes. James Elliott Barnes. Jalen Rashad Bedford. Teal Perrier Beverly. Tavana Monet Black. Tavana Monet Black. Emile LeRae Blake. Michael Joseph Andrew Bonner. Nicholas Bonner. Zoe McHale Bote. Alexis Darrenay Bowen. Donovan J. Bowen. Sydney Simone Bowers. Armani Deshaun Boyd. Anthony Breedlove III. Joseph Robert Brighton. Jalen A. Bridges. Jordan Terrell Bridges. Joseph Corinthian Brock. Alan Jarrell Brown. Farley Brown. Jacory Brown. Nautica Brown. Dakiria Yeshay Bryant. Tavian Burns. Jalen Alexander Butler. Dejanay Emily Bird. Anthony Joseph Kane. Joshua A. Kane. Mariah Janae Kane. Cornesia Calhoun White. Tiffany Unique Campbell. Cameron Elijah Camper. Thaddeus Jermaine Cameron. Shayla Joanne Ramirez Campos. Christopher Brown. Carmela Celine Capel. Gefa Marie Cara Garcia. Ahmad Kitre Carter. Amaya Renee Carter. Andrew Carter. Corey Detrea Carter. Devontae Ramar Banks Carter. Earl Carter. Robert Bernard Casper. Daniel Cazares Salas. Kayla Chancellor. Aquarius Chapman. Jemiah Chandler. Tyra Chandler. Marissa Jeanette Chavez. Diaria Nicole Clark. Bailey Klein. Rakija Jacoria Kosher. Terrell Zerzel Clow. Nehemiah Cole. Jordan Alexandria Coleman. Amia Nicole Cooks. Maylene Rosalita Corrado Asiano. Christian Cotero. Kimberly Covarrubias. Tori Dorvion Cox. Darjane Kramer. Keishella Brown. Kiera Brown. Justin Lavon Cherry. Willie Crawford III. Zamisha Crawford. Thatcher LeJohn Crocken III. Alexis Tanae Crow. Aaliyah Lachey Crow. Derek Damon Cooper. India Deasia Davis. Isaiah Lynn Davis. Manye Venice Davis. Rakia Ladion Davis. Antoine Davis Wallace. Lucera DeLeon. Lee E. Daly. Kiana Egan's. Jacoria Earl. Kyle Douglas Easter. Harvey A. Eaton. Russell Donique Eaton. Christopher Kiyoshi Eldred. Kiana Monet Elze. Tyler Deshaun Impey. Robert Hale English. Matthew Irving. Saul Guadalupe Escobedo. Cindy Sean. Tyler Deshaun Cherry. Brianna Nicole Clark. Devion Deontay Derrick. Michael Dwayne Drake. Alejandro Escogida. Markel Evans. Tiara Denise Paul. Chris Fields. Sabria Finley. Kennedy Finn. Imani Yasmin Florence. Kevon Ray Fontenot. Devon Ford. Jalen Alexander Ford. Amazing Love Ja'Kay Foster. Mark Jarrell Freeney Rogers. Christopher Jake Dudley Glover. Kimberly Gomez. John Paul Gonzalez. Edgar Gonzalez Sanchez. Kenton Warren Gooden. Calvin Dion Gordon. Amaya Green. Alicia Renee Green. Bryson Dwayne Green. Christopher Joseph Green. Kyra Green. Orion Green. Benjamin Jerome Drummond III. Kiara Christine Durham. Cassandra Flores. Brittany Lene Friday. Patricia Janae Gatson. Jalen Christopher Griffith. Jose J. Gutierrez. Sadie Gutierrez. Chauncey Young Hamilton. Hamza Hanan. Rakia Hannon. Lamir Harrington. Tajane Harris. Dontavia Shadell Hartford. Jacobathon Hartford. Aisha Hashim. Jacob Alexander Hurd. Gregory Hill. Charisma Horde. Joshua Najee Hodges. Trevion Jawan Hodges. Trinity Michaela Holloway. Maya Monet Hollywood. Nathan LaTroy Holmes. Damari Christopher Holman. Zakia Akimi Carey Holmes. Timothy Dewan Hornbuckle. Michael Devon Horton. Tatiana Houston. Jose Cruz Gallegos. Ruby Garcia. Donald Everett Gibson. Brianna Nicole Haynes. Tyeron Hicks. Jaden Devon Henderson. Nyla Isha Henderson. Shania Zane Houston Lattimore. Lester Alonzo Hunter. DeWitt Hunter. DeMarcus D. Johnson. Brian Johnson. Michaela Renee Jimerson. Kaya Dejana Jefferson. Jordan Alexis James. Zion Dwayne James. Janiqua Brielle Irene Jackson. Tylen Devion Jackson. Jaden Amari Jackson. Destiny Christina Jones. Aya Zanai Jones. Cambry Jacole Jones. Keandra LaShawn Jones. Lacey Clarice Jones. Chevion Demerick Jones. Tamia Alicia Jones. Kennedy Danielle Jordan. Cheston Lamar Kelly. Maya Janella Kelly. Brandon Jerome Kirk. Tynequa Antrene Henderson. Tykesha Hicks. Demoria Arion High. Miss Tania Jefferson. Morgan Christina Johnson. Nehemiah Johnson. Summer Marie Johnson. Josue Lopez. Daniel Lopez. Juan Miguel Lopez Coronado. Kobe Alonzo Ray Lucas. Justin Wayne Lucky. Beatrice Macedo. Malik Dejan Majors. Jonathan Maldonado. Christopher Rashad Malone. Ayana Khalees Mann. Adrian Martin Martinez. Kayla Simone Curvin. Desiree Denise Kirkendall. Jasharian Zena Lacey. Daniel LaCour. Destiny Latrice LaCour. Megan Shanice Lacey. Sylvia Patricia Laura Camarubius. Imani Larkin. Ruby Leah Sakura. Devin Lee. Lacey Lee. Rashandra Lee. Robin L. Lee. Scotty Wysong Mills. Brianna Renee Mims. Brandon Mitchell. Dustin Jonte Molo. Alandra Sinai Montgomery. Ricardo Israel Montoya Contreras. Quentin Deshaun Moore. Emmanuel Morgan. How you say it? Jaquan Morgan. Tawan Morrison. Kiara Shanice Nicole Morrow. Fantasia Lewis. Keyshawn Terrell Lighton. Terry Ellis Lincoln. Shari Nicole Leonard. Sierra Charnay Lewis. Maria Del Rosario Martinez. Elmer Santiago Martinez Zarco. Maya Elise Mason. Haywood Lee Mays Jr. Maurice Jerome McBride. Jordan Andrew McCarter. Clear McCaskey. Levante Danier McNack. Malik Ishmael Mead. Giovanni Medina. Marco Antonio T. Medina. Natalia Irene Medina. Kanaya Lachey Phillips. Travis Pierre. Shayla Jasmine Pisada. Zariana Latrice Poole. Alexis Denise Potts. Demaya Zarian Prayer. Jose Dolores Ramirez. Rodolfo Leon Ramirez. Alexis Nashay Reed. Chabrel Champagne Reed. Ulysses Reyes Guzman. Devin Miller. Micah Miller. Jordan Mills. Adrian Rodriguez Mendoza. Ronnie Joe Miles. Dajanique Detea Nash. Jade Monique Nuttall. Xavier Devon Newman. Joshua Nixon. Nevaeh Deavion Odom. Jazzy LaFay Odom. Samantha Pargas. Abijay Paris. Destiny Shanice Parker. Ariana Jade Parks. Karina Equishay Patton. Christopher San Ramon. Miranda Lynn Sanchez. Chantelia Monet Sanders. Nez Mariah Nicole Sandifer. Emmanuel Isaac Sandoval. Wisdom S. Sapari. Tyrone Ladrell Sasser. Ariana Scott. Chloe Elise Scott. Jocelyn Perez. Saleka Perez. Jalissa Perez Martinez. Essence Rashay Perkins. Jatron Lavelle Perkins. Tarik Tessell Pattons Jr. Elise Paul Hill. Heaven Pearson. LaDavia Richardson. Markeisha Richardson. Jasmine Shantae Rivers. Ashley Roberts. Jalen Roberts. Indigo Robinson. Logan Robinson. Marcus Robinson. Alejandro Rodriguez. Giselle Rodriguez. Jessica Rodriguez Ayala. Edgar Tadia Rodriguez Machaca. Jordan Anthony Stewart. Jace Stokes. Tierra Strong. Zabino Suarez. Cherish Swan. Kiara Swanson. Zemaya Talley. Kiara Denise Roland. Skylar Rollins. Asia Maurice Ross. William Russell. Eden Ricardo Saavedra. Esteban Salas. Angelan A. Rodriguez Ramirez. Miriam Jacqueline Rodriguez Torres. Nia Simone Sa. Keyshawn Devontae Cephas. Jennifer Serrano. Cameron Chavis. Jamise Antoinette Shaw. Tyree Shelton. Samaj Wanye Shepard. Courtney Shepard. Lisa Liddell Shepard. Jason Lawrence Simmons. Robert Byron Simmons. Aubrion Big Off Smith. Bobby Lynn Smith. Latodrick Tucker. Jakayla Renee Turner. Jakira Denise Underwood. Jasmine Tajane Vincent. Cynthia Villanueva. Trayvon Smith. Kiara Deshawn Snell. Jeremiah Demarion Solomon. David Stapleton. Kaya Starks Ross. Branche Nicole Staten. Jamari Marquise Stevens. Jalen Rashad Stewart. Kiara Smith. Rayana Sharice Smith. Davia Dion Talton. Aaron H. Tang. Takara Tate. Iman Janae Taylor. KK Unique Taylor. Mia Renee Taylor. Ronaldo Jerome Taylor. Bianca Latrice Taylor Butler. Brianna Nicole Taylor Butler. Ayo Nicole Thomas. Brian Marquez Thomas.
What is it? Celia?
Kalia Lachey Thomas. Lloyd Joseph Trimble. Jason Treminio. Amber Nicole Thorpes. Braden Joshua Tillman. Kaylin Tips. Miguel Angel Torres. Karina Trejo. Gabrielle Bianca Thomas. Gerald Thomas. Quamaine Clinton Thornton. Ashley Nicole Wallace. Isaiah Deshaun Warren. Andrew Damon Washington. Ketchup Dwayne Washington. Jeremiah Washington. Joseph Spencer Washington. Deshaun Marquand Watashe. Tyree T. Waters. Nicholas Dwayne Watkins. Jordan Marie Watts. Javon Webster. Xavier Christopher Whitfield. Kyler Xavier Wiley. Aaron Dion Williams. Ashley Lachey Williams. Beyonce Williams. Courtney Williams. DeMonte Marquise Williams. Denisha Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Williams. Cornice Walker. Heaven Walker. Jacoby Josiah Wesley. Quavante West. Anthony Antoine Wyatt. Dejan White. Jada Williams. Maxine Janae Williams. Michael Tavion Williams. Roderick Demond Williams. Samuel Ray Williams. Chevalier Maurice Williams. Tylen Williamson. Aviana Wingham. Jordan Deshaun Wolf. Aaron Word. Jasmine Yarbrough. Casey Young. Chloe Janae Young. Tiara Young. Xavier Young. Victoria Ray Zavala. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the graduating class of Lancaster High School 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please rise. All right. With the graduating class of 2019, please rise. For those of you that can find your caps, you may now move your tassel from one side to the other. At this time, we would ask, if anyone is seated, would you please stand for the LHS alma mater and remain standing for the graduates recessional. Recessional. After the last graduate has recessed, you are dismissed. Thank you so much, parents. Thank you, family. Thank you.